My name is Sheila Corona. Welcome to Sassy Seer Sheila and New Light Streaming Love, as this will be seen on both channels. This is the 52nd in the RZN Codex series, Meaning Without Myth by Jason Gray. This writing was originally transmitted on 12/20/2025. RZN-ARC-mean dot /01 / post narrative coherence layer. Myth was a survival tool, not a lie. Myth was never stupidity. It was protection. When reality became too fractured, too violent, too contradictory to metabolize directly, humans wrapped truth in a story so it could be carried without shattering the psyche. Myth gave coherence to chaos, comfort to suffering, order to uncertainty, purpose to pain, and narrative to loss. It was not deception. It was translation under pressure. How myth became a cage. Myth only becomes dangerous when it outlives its usefulness. Over time, myths harden into religions, demanding belief, ideologies demanding loyalty, national stories demanding sacrifice, personal narratives demanding consistency, and spiritual systems demanding hierarchy. Meaning stopped being felt and started being enforced. The map replaced the territory. Why meaning collapses when myth is removed? When myth dissolves, many experience panic, not because life becomes meaningless, but because borrowed meaning evaporates. Without myth, no external script explains suffering. No cosmic narrative justifies injustice. No promised ending redeems avoidance. And no identity story protects the ego. This collapse feels like emptiness. It is not absence. It is raw contact. What meaning actually is. Meaning is not a story about life. Meaning is the felt alignment between action and reality. It arises when what you do matches what you know. What you value matches how you live. What you feel matches what you express. And what you perceive matches what is. Meaning is experiential, not symbolic. It cannot be inherited. It cannot be outsourced. It cannot be explained into existence. It must be lived into being. Life without the cosmic narrative. The returned world does not replace old myths with new ones. It does something more radical. It allows life to be sufficient without explanation. There is no grand storyline you must fulfill, no destiny demanding performance, no role pre-written for your existence. This is not emptiness. This is freedom from obligation to meaning. Suffering without myth. Myth turned suffering into punishment, test, lesson, karma, sacrifice, initiation. Without myth, suffering becomes something simpler and harder, something that hurts. No justification, no redemption arc, no metaphysical reward. This reduces suffering. Pain passes faster when it is not forced to mean something. Joy without myth. Joy no longer needs explanation either. It is not a sign of blessing, proof of virtue, reward for goodness, or evidence of alignment. Joy becomes what it always was, life recognizing itself in motion. Meaning as responsibility, not destiny. Without myth, meaning shifts from destiny to responsibility. You are not here for something. You are here with something. This body, this moment, this place, these people, and this capacity to respond. Meaning becomes how carefully you handle what is actually in front of you. The end of transcendent promise. The returned world makes no promises beyond reality. No heaven later, no enlightenment elsewhere, no salvation deferred. This does not diminish life, it intensifies it. Everything that matters is now. Children and meaning without myth. Children raised without imposed myth are not lost. They are grounded. They learn meaning through curiosity, contribution, relationship, repair, and presence. They do not ask, why am I here? They ask, what needs care? Then they act. Meaning is not something you discover about life. It is something that happens when you meet life without distortion. The returned world does not strip life of meaning. It removes the stories that stood between people and their own experience. What remains is not emptiness, but a quiet, durable, unborrowed sense of rightness that no myth could ever provide. Jason Gray. The whole time I'm reading that, I feel as though it spoke here it spoke to ever since I wish I had stopped then, because I normally do. Why didn't I? See, the thing is that meaning in every way, even now, I feel, is purely experiential. No one but you can assign meaning to anything because it's all based on perspective. And perspective is based upon your own experiences, not what somebody else tells you it is, but what you experience it as, which has been colored by everything that you've experienced prior. as well, which is why I said in the last one, in regards to unwinding and unbinding uh, programming and conditioning, and why I feel, for me at least, that's the most important thing, is seeing where my experience, my perspective of something has been colored completely by all that has come before, including said programming and conditioning. And so learning to unbind and unwind that and pull in new perspective or different perspective based on other things that I'm shown is imperative and paramount for me personally. Well, I cannot tell you how much validation and oh, absolutely this Arzian Codex series has gifted me personally. And I would love to hear from you. Reach out, consciousconversationcentral@gmail.com if you feel to, or comment below. Just keep in mind, I do hold the comments until I can read them and approve them. And then because I don't want to miss any comments. So until we meet again, my friends, be well.